Welcome, everyone. Give me 1 second here because I'm still kind of getting everything together. Um, yeah. So sorry I haven't been live the last couple of days. Haven't really had much of a chance, but um, we are yeah, we're about to get naked here, folks. Figuratively speaking, we're putting it all on the table because I'm seeing certain behavior within the masses, the YouTube community. Attack Warrior. Hey guys, subscribe to Attack Warrior. Um, because she actually put out a very, very informative video, a live stream that I caught late, but I caught the replay. Quite informative. So please subscribe to this creator. She is fun. She's cool. She's intelligent. She's all kinds of different positive things that I am just now realizing to its extent. So please subscribe to her. And Attack. I would be so grateful if you would send me a timestamp of the clip where Ryan Upchurch is doing his, or just send me the clip if you want to email it, where he's verbally expressing what he's saying on the thumbnail. I would really appreciate that because I really want to show everyone that. I recorded it, but the thing is I don't, if I play it through here, it won't have any audio. But if I have a timestamp for your video or you email me that, then I can play it. But the gloves are off because, and it's not even against this dude, like I've already said what I had to about this guy. I've already said everything I want to say about this dude, for the most part anyway, regarding this, the Summer Wells case. And it really, really annoys me. What I'm bothered about is how people on a mass level think that just because they like someone's music and choose the fact that they like someone's music over common sense or over their own, most importantly, over their own ideals, it's disappointing. This dude is a racist piece of shit, and that's a fact. That's a fact. He hides behind rap music to be able to play a card to where he gets to use the N-word, and that shit's not okay with me. And I wasn't even going to talk about that stuff. But I noticed that people are making this Glarer versus Upchurch thing. Okay. I mean, if that's how you want to make it, then we'll make it that way. But personally, everything that I've said regarding this person, I stand by. Every fucking word. I stand by it. But because this dude writes songs and plays music that you seem to like, all of a sudden it makes it okay for him to do the exact same shit that JLR does, that Bullhorn Betty does, that Molly Golightly does. All of a sudden he gets a card. He gets a pass with you people. And this is the thing. This is something that I've said since I started this channel. And Attack Warrior did bring the facts. Yes. This is something that I've said since I started this channel. Okay? I don't want subscribers like you. Anybody who supports that shit, I don't want subscribers like you. Unsubscribe right now and fuck all the way off to the summit and take your fucking racist mom with you. Fuck you. All of you. Every single one of you. Don't make excuses. Don't leave little comments in my comment thread going, oh, well, I like the guy, but blah, blah, blah. No. Fuck you. I don't want anything to do with any of you. You all can kiss my dick. Every single last fucking one of you. This dude has officially made the Summer Wells case a fucking circus. Made it a fucking sideshow. How is anything that this dude, I don't give a fuck how much fucking money this guy has donated towards what? The reward? Making a billboard? Cool. Great. I'm glad he did that. Awesome. But what everybody seems to fail to realize is that this guy also, by spreading mis-fucking information, what this guy has done is exactly what law enforcement has asked everybody to not do. Why does he get a pass, but you guys want to fucking lynch Bullhorn Betty? Why does he get a pass and you guys want to destroy Molly Golightly? What's the difference? You tell me, what's the fucking difference? And I'm going to get into little Dolly, by the way. We're going to get into that too. That little sweetheart. Because exactly, burnt toast, idol worship. Because the idol worship has completely and totally fucking perverted this whole thing. I don't fucking want anything to do with any of you motherfuckers. Nothing to do with any of you racist, enabling pieces of shit. So, all right. Tack Attack, don't worry about it. I'll just play the audio. Because I just want to move along with this. I don't have a lot of time today. So I just want to be to the point of what I'm saying. And I don't like to be live when I'm angry, because I am angry. I'm not even trying to lie about that. I'm really, really annoyed right now. Because I'm seeing all of a sudden this dude gets involved and it's become something that has nothing to do with this little girl anymore. The focus is lost. And it makes me really, really upset. Sorry, give me a second here, guys. Now, this is from Tack Attack's live. But I screen recorded it.
Nowadays, Ryan has something to say to you about that. The nicest way possible that my mouth knows how to say it. I'm not your fucking nigga, okay? Stop telling me, what's up, nigga? What's been cracking, nigga? Nigga, no, I'm not your nigga. And to end all this,
Yeah. Now, all of a sudden, for some reason, because this dude has songs that people like, or he has 2.5 million subs, I don't know, whatever it is, whatever the case may be, he gets a pass for that kind of shit. Anybody else on YouTube would have got canceled over that shit. Now, I don't like cancel culture. I'm not a big fan of that. But I'm just trying to make the point that you phony, sorry motherfuckers, all of a sudden you have your ideals and your convictions get buried under your want to kiss someone's ass. They wrote a song you like. That's a fact. Now, I'm going to also play you guys something else. I have to find it first. I apologize. I should have been more prepared. Let me just actually, I'm going to try to keep calm here. Let's play his little
All right, I'm gonna make this short and sweet. I don't know if I'm gonna be covering any more crime shit. Okay, to all the YouTube channels out there that do cover crime stuff, I don't know how you do it. I feel like the community.
Okay, first of all, dude, how we do it, those of us who actually give a shit, right? How we do it is that we look at, it's simple. I don't even have to do a whole lot of research when I do it. What I do is I vet my sources. And so I go with whatever mainstream media has put out there. I'm not a big fan of mainstream media, but when it comes to missing persons cases, they're usually pretty on point. They don't have anything to gain by distorting any of that information. So when it comes to, local Tennessee media sources, I will listen to them. I will also listen to any law enforcement updates, and I stick to that. That's exactly what he's doing, Burnt Toast. It's exactly what he's fucking doing. So, and we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. So just lesson one, since later on in this little video, you start crying and whining about people not teaching you how to do things.
For this crime stuff, it's fucking chaos. I mean, dude, I've been trying to shed light.
And you added to the chaos. You didn't shed light on Dick.
On the Summer Wells thing, so people are aware of it, So maybe if she is out there, people see her. That's what the Amber Alert's for. I'm a musician. I'm not a fucking private investigator. I'm just trying to...
Cool. Listen, none of us are private investigators, okay? But you said it. You said it perfectly right there. I'm a musician. Stick to the music, dude. Stick to the music. And shut the fuck up. Yeah.
Use my platform so people know. I mean, I do have a lot of people saying, yo, why don't you talk about this? Why don't you shed light on this missing girl? I do. And then
I'm glad you said that, Burnt Toast, because that's one of my biggest gripes right there. Burnt Toast says he did the very thing that TBI asked people not to do. And because in this video and another one, he will admit that his sources for information are fucking YouTubers. Sources for information on a case of a missing child, a 6-year-old little girl. And that is if she's alive. If she made it past 5. His sources for information are YouTubers, not law enforcement updates, not news sources, YouTubers.
I do. Motherfuckers who are also not private investigators, who think they're private investigators, will tell me how I'm not being a good private investigator.
Okay, see, this has nothing to do with being a private investigator. None of us are investigators. That's the whole point. This proves that he listens to the people who think that they're investigators. See, I don't claim to be an investigator. Since I started this channel and I've been covering crime cases, I'm the guy that says, leave it to the fucking professionals. Leave it to them. Know your fucking place. Shut the fuck up and let the professionals handle it. Spread information. Or not positive, but spread facts. Confirmed information. Not hearsay, not rumors, not your fucking loose ass opinion based on loose ass information. Shut the fuck up. Unless you're going to spread confirmed information. I mean, look at this guy. He's just some jackass.
I mean, dude, just from talking about it yesterday with chat and making that video, there's today there's multiple videos of people being like, that's the wrong information. That's the wrong information. He doesn't know the right information. Well,
yeah, see, it's not a pissing contest, dude. This is what I have to. What's up, Crude? This is what I have to point out to you. Okay, I hope you're listening. It's not a pissing contest, dude, about who has more information or who doesn't. It's not, who's fastest to give the information. For a lot of YouTubers, it is, but not for the people who actually give a shit. Okay? We don't care. What we care about is getting the information out there. It doesn't matter how long it takes us to do it. It's a question of, are we giving the right information? Is it helpful in any way, shape, or form to finding Summer? To finding a missing person? That's all we give a shit about. Those of us who actually care. You clearly don't care. All of you sit here and go, oh, he donated this amount of money and blah, blah, blah. Fuck, I don't care that he did that. Because you know why? Because I'm looking at this dude right here, and I'm seeing somebody who may have done that because it's nothing to him other than publicity. It's an investment. It's like retiling your floors in your new store so that your customers walk in and go, hey, look at this nice new floor. Oh my God. Look at that. It's like giving away free donuts at the beginning of a sale at a car dealership. Oh my God, they're so nice. They gave us donuts. Wow. The purpose is 100% self-serving because that kind of money means dick to him. It means a lot to you because you don't have it, but it means shit to him.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. You think I'm going to be sitting here looking shit up if I already know, fool? Not to mention Mr. Private Investigators out there.
All right. Do you think I'm going to be looking shit up if I already know? First of all, you don't know anything. So yeah, you should be looking something up. This guy is sitting here right now admitting that he knows absolutely jack shit about this case, but acts like he knows everything about the case already, and he's not going to look anything up. Why would he look anything up? That's what he's saying. Why the fuck would I do that? And you fucking morons worship this asshole.
Look at the internet. Look how much false information's out there. I know y'all have typed their name in and
not okay. All right. Listen, dude. Listen. There is a lot of false information out there on the internet. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy, phony, wild shit out in the internet. But there's also reliable information out on the internet too. You just got to know how to look for it. And it doesn't take much. Like seriously, like literally it's Google. You just Google. And then you just vet your sources of the information. If I see an article from, let's say, a local Tennessee news source versus the Sun, I'm going to go with the local Tennessee news source. You get what I'm saying, man? Like, it's not that hard, dude. It's really not. Like, I'm fucking stupid. And I can do that.
And scrolled through the shit and seen people being like, inside the mind of this person involved in it. Let me tell you about it. And talking to the spirit of Summer Wells and all this stupid shit. Yeah, it's hard to find real information, especially when you got 10,000.
That's because you're looking for it on YouTube, you jackass. That's because you're looking for it on YouTube.
Motherfuckers trying to money grab off this shit. I don't get paid from YouTube. I don't have my donos turned on during lives. I do this shit because I want to. So, crime community, instead of being a fucking jackass to somebody who has a platform of almost 3 million subscribers,
dick stretch,
and being like, who knows what I'm talking about? Who knows what I'm talking about? Why don't you fucking tell me then, smart ass? Telling me I don't.
Oh. You mean you want some help? I mean, I reached out to you. I was willing to give you help, but instead you preferred to whine and make it about you. That's what you did. That's what you're doing right there. That's what you did afterwards when you went on Dolly's channel. Actually, I didn't even listen to him on Dolly's. I had a nice little conversation with Mr. Dolly last night, which I'm going to play for you guys. And it told me everything I needed to know. Dolly was a perfect example of everything that I'm talking about here. But we're going to get into that after I play this.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Motherfucker, you don't either. If anyone knew what they were talking about, then it wouldn't even be a crime that needed to be solved. Now what?
Now, dude, listen. Those of us who actually care understand that we don't know. We don't know what an investigation entails. We don't know. What we're saying is leave it to the professionals. Just spread the information about Summer. That's it. That's all we're saying. Not the hearsay, not the rumors that you heard through the grapevine and then through another YouTuber. That's all we're saying. Like, if you don't know, shut the fuck up. That's what we're saying.
I mean, when you type stuff in to find out about it, you see shit like the church is a cult and it's a conspiracy theory and it was for the adrenochrome. And then me being a person from rural Tennessee that was raised in a holler his whole life says something like, well, then why didn't she hear the car pull up from down the street? It was like, don't you know there's too many fucking trees in the way for the sound barrier? You got to go through the fucking tree. Okay, we get it. Here's the thing. You can't expect somebody trying to shed light on this to know absolutely every single fucking thing about it, especially when you type in Summer Wells.
We don't know every single thing about it. That's the whole thing, dude. All you had to do was say, I don't really know. But let's do what law enforcement says for us to do. That's what you could have done. That's what you could have said to your 2.5 million subscribers is, I don't really know. None of us really know. Let law enforcement do their job. Let's do what we can to back them up to find Summer because they're trained to do it. That's what you could have done, but you didn't. You made this all about you because you're a jackaloon.
Case timeline, and there's thousands of videos that all have different timelines, especially when the people who are actually involved in this case are having different timelines. I mean, the grandma just the other day, her interview with the news changed the timeline. So, Mr. I'm correct about the timeline. Now your timeline is fucking wrong.
See, that's not your place to determine whether or not people involved in the case, their timeline's wrong or right. That's not your place to do that. You're not a fucking detective. You're just not. You're a musician. Now, it seems like he's a talented guy. Cool. You know? Yeah, I know. I stole Duty Ron's word. It seems like you're a talented guy. You know, I mean, but you're far from talented when it comes to covering a crime case. Now, I'm not saying that the guy doesn't even care. I'm kind of saying that because his actions dictate, you know, yeah, I don't think he gives a fuck. If I'm being honest, I don't think he gives a fuck. I think that any positive thing that he's contributed to this case being totally self fucking serving. Absolutely.
There are YouTubers and there are people who want to help with these things. But people with big platforms are not going to help with these things if they get on here and try to shed light and help spread the word. And people who are also trying to spread the word are like bashing another person for not knowing what they know.
Okay, so now the violins, guys. Let's break out the violins for little Mr. Ryan here, because this dude is crying about being bashed. He's crying about being bashed. And I wasn't even going to bash him until I was made aware of the racist remarks that this guy makes, until all of the other shit, until I got an idea of what kind of person he really is. I was just talking in theory the first time that I went live and talked about it. I was just talking in theory. I was like, okay, well, you know, he's a musician and he has a publicist, and any money that he spends is an investment. Sure.
You're making the community toxic and shitty. If you're a page that
I'm making the community toxic and shitty. Really? My entire content is based on not making the community toxic and shitty. Keeping shitheads like you away from missing persons and murder cases where justice needs to be found. Justice for victims. Yeah. I'm trying to keep toxic shit like you out of it.
has, no offense, but if you're a page that has 3,000 subscribers and your videos are getting 149 views, you can't expect me to know about what you know. Another thing, I'm not.
Let's hear that one more time, guys.
You're making the community toxic and shitty. If you're a page that has, no offense, but if you're a page that has 3,000 subscribers and your videos are getting 149 views, you can't expect me to know about what you know.
Okay, so this guy doesn't care about clicks and views, and no, that's clearly what his focus is. Clearly his focus is, and this is his way of admitting that that's where he gets his information. I'm sorry, if you're a channel that only has 3,000 subs and only gets 100 and so some odd views, how do you expect me to know? That's what he just fucking said. How do you expect me to know? No, Alondra, I'm translating what he's saying right now. What he's saying is he looks to YouTubers for information instead of doing any real research himself, or even getting somebody that works for him because he can afford it to actually dig for the information, or hire someone to actually dig for the information. He just looks at YouTubers. He sits around on his phone, fucking looking at Christina Randall's rack and going, oh my God, that must be the truth. I mean, he's admitting where he gets his information from and how he gets it. And he's like, you can't expect, if you're not a big enough YouTuber, how do you expect me to actually come across your channel?
Another thing, I'm not a person who's like, oh, you must have this amount of followers to be featured on my page. So instead of you being an asshole and being like, he doesn't fucking know, he's a fucking idiot. Why couldn't you just be like, hey, let me jump on a live with you? I've been researching it for this much. This is what I know. And I know.
Now, that invitation is still on the table, just so you know. That invitation is still on the table, because make no mistake. Oh, she already did. She did a whole live about me talking about this guy. CK Warhala. She did a whole live talking about it. And I'm actually, I might, just for fun, I might just click on that for a second. But let's finish up with this guy real quick.
Noticed you didn't know these things, which sheds more light on it with facts, because whoever that person is have been researching it longer than me. So yeah, it's pretty much all I got to say about that.
Well, thank you. All right, hold on one second. Let me find let me do this. Oh gosh. It's such a pain in the ass to find. Hold on. Now, I'm not even going to play it. I'm just going to show you because I'm a petty motherfucker, man. I just am. So I'm just just take a look at that. This is somebody who spent hours talking about me and defending that jackass that we just watched. Like, dude, every strand of her hair is running in every possible direction away from that fucking face. And I can't blame it. I can't blame it. Like, coño, mamita, está mal. Está bien mal. ¿Qué carajo está pasando con ese cara? What is happening with your face, bro? Okay. That's all. I just wanted to show you that. Case closed. All right. Now we're going to get into let me find the timestamp on this. Hold on. Give me a second. All right. That's the wrong thing there. Hold on a second.
You're healed, bitch. I'm just playing. I'm playing.
Now you guys know who this guy is, right?
Dolly Vision, we need more impersonation contest. I was cracking up so much until that one call. Look, we do the giveaways every 2 weeks. So not this Friday, but next Friday.
Tack Attack, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Nobody seems to care about the facts. And let me tell you something. If you don't give a shit about facts in this case, then you don't give a shit about Summer being found. It's that simple. It really is that simple. If you don't give a fuck about facts being shared in this case, then you don't give a shit about Summer being found. You're a piece of shit and you're not welcome here. You can fuck all the way off. All the way to the summit. Who's that?
Dolly Night Live.
How you doing, Dolly?
Hey,
This is Will, the Glarer.
Glare.
Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
I am doing.
It was really late last night.
Yeah, I just happened to be awake and I caught you live, and I thought we could chit chat a little bit. If that's cool.
Yeah. What's up?
Not much. Well, I wanted to address the Ryan Upchurch situation a little bit.
Okay.
Some of your comments, because you just recently, earlier in this live, made a comment saying that the only person that knows what happened to Summer is Candace.
Uh-huh. Would that not be a true statement?
Well, how do you know that?
Because
That's my question.
How would I know that?
Right.
Or
How do you know that?
What
Because
evidence do you have that she
Candace-
actually did anything or knows anything?
Because that's who she was with.
Okay, I understand that. What I'm saying, but that doesn't necessarily mean she knows what happened, because allegedly she doesn't know what happened. She turned her back or was doing whatever, and next thing you know, Summer's gone, right? That's her story, right?
Yeah,
so
but we don't know if
what
that
evidence
story's
do you
true.
have that she's not telling you? What evidence do you have that she's not telling the truth?
But what evidence do you have that she's
not
telling the truth? That's the same question.
All right. So Mr. Patriot, Mr. America, Mr. Patriot is saying, what evidence do you have that she didn't do something? He just said that shit. He just fucking said that shit. What evidence do you have that she didn't do anything?
You can flip that question 37 different ways. It's still the same
only
thing.
2 ways, but okay.
Okay. All right. Let me put it like this. If you have a child and your child goes missing, right? And you were the last person to see your child, and the entire world looked at you as, oh, you had to have done something, but you didn't. How would you feel?
Well, I mean, under the circumstances, you got to look at the situation why people think that.
Okay, so this guy's logic is, if he was in Candace's position, it's okay to totally fucking just destroy my life without knowing any actual facts. That's his logic.
Okay, but do you think
They're
that's
not
right?
thinking that I'll just.
Would you not be a grieving parent? I mean, because you didn't do anything.
I would be a grieving parent,
So,
right? But she's not a grieving parent.
Okay.
We're talking about
How do
somebody
you know
that's not
that?
a grieving, because I watch her on YouTube. She's not grieving.
YouTube, sure. But you don't know what she's doing in every other aspect of her own life.
That's true. I
Do
don't.
you?
But she's definitely not, when she's
Right.
online, she's not grieving. I don't see a grieving woman anytime I don't see her.
And you've also seen her get harassed constantly by YouTubers.
I've seen that too. Yeah.
Now I'm not saying she's innocent. I don't know whether or not she's innocent.
I don't.
So since I was calling mainly about the Ryan Upchurch thing, because he seems to have that same way of thinking, and that's what I was calling out, right? Ryan Upchurch.
Okay, so that's the first troll that has pissed me off. Somebody get rid of that motherfucker before I lose my shit, whoever that is. You are not going to leave racist shit in my fucking chat. Yeah, that normally trolls don't make me mad, but that made me mad. That made me real mad. Somebody actually went out of their way to create that. That's fucking crazy.
Church actually admitted that, actually twice, he admitted twice that I know of, that his sources for information are other YouTubers.
Which I
Do you
just
think
played
that
here.
that's responsible of someone with 2.5 million followers?
Yeah, he's an internet person. I mean, everybody off here.
So you're saying it's
He's an internet person.
responsible?
Everybody up here is running off shit that people have said on
Wow.
the internet.
This dude's amazing.
Me,
Well,
you,
my
every
sources,
other true crime.
I can only speak for
I
myself.
mean,
My sources
are you
for
dealing with the FBI or the TBI? Then your sources are coming from the same shit everybody else's sources.
No.
my
No.
sources are coming from public statements coming from the TBI or Hawkins County Sheriff's Department,
Right.
or credible news sources.
And
Right.
what
Not
did they say?
YouTubers.
They said that kid was not kidnapped. Okay, there was no
They didn't
signs
say
of
that.
kidnapping.
They did not say that.
That's
They
damn
didn't
sure
say
what the
that. They
sheriff
said, okay, they said there were no signs.
And let me real quick, because versus the 50 people that I had in here when I started this stream and what I said, I want to repeat what I said when I started this stream. Now that I have 265 people in here, if you guys support a racist piece of shit like Ryan Upchurch, like I said, fuck off. You're not going to get anything from this channel. I don't want anything to do with you. Get the fuck out. Don't fucking contribute to my chats. Don't do anything. Don't watch it. Just fuck off. I don't want anything to do with anybody who fucking supports racism on any level. None.
But they said there were no signs of foul play either. They said that everything is up in the air.
Right.
They say that everybody is a suspect. They haven't given us anything.
But what I'm saying is,
So-
you can't sit there and say, well, this dude don't know what the hell he's talking about. I'm the only person that knows what the hell I'm talking about. Right?
I'm not
That's
saying
what
that.
it sounds
I'm not
like you're
saying-
saying.
When did I say that I was the only
No,
person
I'm
that
just
knows what
saying.
he's talking about?
I'm saying that's what it sounds like to me.
Okay.
You're saying. I'm not saying you're
That's
saying
not what I'm
that.
saying. That's
To
not what I'm
me,
saying at all.
It sounds
actually.
like you
I'm
saying
saying
that.
the opposite.
Like he don't
I'm
have
saying
a
the
right
See,
to have.
he doesn't have an
opinion
argument.
on what he thought could have happened.
He doesn't have an argument. So what he's doing is just making shit up and putting words in my mouth. And he's doing the best he can without hanging up on me and doing it.
Everybody has a right to an opinion. What I'm saying is there's not enough information to make a credible opinion because we don't have any information.
Yeah, but
I'm
what
saying
does
the
it
opposite of
matter
what you're
if you
saying. I'm not
have?
saying I'm right or he's wrong. What I'm saying is I don't have enough information, just like nobody else has enough information to make these assessments, to make
Yeah, but
these
if
judgments.
nobody has the
That's my point.
information, why are you judging somebody else on their statement? See what
I'm not
saying?
judging him based on it. I'm not judging him on his statement. What I'm
You're saying
is,
because he has
damn it, what if he-
2.3 whatever the hell million subscribers he got, that he don't have a right to say the same shit that everybody else is up here saying? That don't make sense to me, Claire. That shit don't make no sense to me.
I'm not saying that he doesn't have a right to say anything. Everybody has a right to their opinion.
You said
sure.
he had.
What
Don't
I'm
you
saying
think he
is-
should be more responsible with
saying that what
2.5
he's
million
doing is-
subscribers?
Let-
Don't you
let-
think
can
it's
I-
good
can I
that
answer-
somebody
Can I answer
would?
your question? I can answer your
I'm trying to
question.
finish what I was saying, though. I'm kind of.
Crude. I'll one up you there. Yeah. Not only is he dishonest, but he's a fucking bitch. Yes, Dolly, I'm talking to you. I know you listen. You're a fucking bitch. And I'm going to show you why.
You can answer the question, but let me finish what I was saying. Does it really matter how many subscribers that he has? Don't you think it's good that he's bringing her name out to that many people?
I think it is good. Yes, I think it is good. I think that aspect of it is very good. What I'm saying is that Hawkins County Sheriff's Department, Ronnie Lawson, the sheriff, and the spokesperson for the TBI have publicly said that spreading misinformation on social media is irresponsible and it's impeding in their investigation. They have publicly said this.
Well, then
Ronnie
nobody
Lawson
needs. Well,
recently
then
said
we
this.
all need to shut the channel.
Okay, hold on.
Shut it
Can I
down.
please finish? Can I please finish
Yes,
answering your
yes.
question? Okay. So based on that.
See, this guy doesn't want to hear anything. Look at his face. He doesn't want to hear anything. He's he loves, he's fixated on his love for Ryan Upchurch. That's all he's fixated on. He's not fixated on logic. He doesn't give a shit about Summer being found. He's just fixated on Ryan Upchurch, and we're going to see why in just a minute.
So somebody with 2.5 million subscribers spreading misinformation is damaging to the investigation, which hurts Summer and the efforts of finding her. Do you understand?
By somebody
And I wanted to call him out on that so bad, Burnt Toast. Like, I wanted to call it. I just wanted to make my point. I wanted his audience to hear what I was saying. Like, he talked so much shit about Molly Golightly, and then she called in, and then he crawled deep into her ass. Deep into her ass.
Your opinion of what he think possibly could have happened.
I'm not saying he doesn't have the right to do it. I'm saying that it's damaging to the investigation. That's what I'm saying. My only focus, the only thing that matters to me is that Summer's found safe. And there's only trained professionals that are capable of doing that. And when those trained professionals go public and say that what Molly Golightly has done, what Bullhorn Betty has done, what JLR has done, and what Ryan Upchurch has done is irresponsible. It's not helping the investigation. It's hurting
nobody's helping it. Then nobody's helping.
That's not true.
Well, if that is your thought process in it, then I'm not helping it. You're not helping it. Molly Golightly's not helping it. JLR.
No, you can spread the facts.
Nobody's helping.
You can stick to facts. You can stick to facts and spread the actual information. Of course, she's a missing child. It's great to put her name out there.
Yeah.
But if you spread misinformation and people take what you say, if people take your opinion as fact, like it's gospel, it's bad. That's all I'm saying, dude. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm not attacking anybody here. I just want to help Summer. That's it.
I mean,
I'm trying to use my channel responsibly.
If it's like, I just think you disagree with the man's opinion on it. I don't think there was no misinformation he got. He wasn't.
No. I don't necessarily disagree with his opinion on it. What I'm saying is him expressing his opinion can be irresponsible. That's what I'm saying. It's not a question of whether or not
this guy just does not seem to understand logic at all. He doesn't want to hear logic in the slightest bit. I mean, look at his thumbnail, or not thumbnail, but this little picture that he made. He makes these little based on movie posters, and he's mocking these parents based on his conversation with Ryan Upchurch. You know, and he's mocking the parents of a missing child when he has no information. He has no facts that indicate that they are responsible for anything that happened to Summer. Now, they might be, but he doesn't know.
That's not what I'm saying. Everybody has an opinion here.
Yeah, and everybody's entitled.
What I'm saying is, sure, but it's irresponsible and it's hurting the investigation. If trained professionals who are saying don't do that, and then people
let me tell you this: there's nobody in Tennessee that people know more. Look, if this little girl's in Tennessee, there's nobody that got more subs from Tennessee than Ryan Upchurch. Okay, so when he says some shit in Tennessee, everybody in Tennessee hears it. Every single
my
person
point exactly.
That's my point. That's exactly
so when he says
point.
Summer Wells, everybody's seeing Summer Wells. When he says Summer Wells' name, everybody in Tennessee heard Summer Wells' name.
That's exactly my point. You jackass. That is exactly my point. This dude has a platform that he could use very responsibly, and I still encourage him to do so. But instead, everybody wants to be like, well, who are you to tell anybody what to do or anything? I'm somebody who cares about finding Summer. That's it.
Nice.
They're also seeing guilty people that may not be guilty.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's up to them to decide.
No, it's
This
not.
I can say right here. I can say right now. I can get up here right now and say, man, Glaire's a fucking asshole. He's the sorriest dude I ever met in my life. That would just be
You
my
wouldn't
opinion.
be the first.
That don't make it true. You know what I'm saying? Other people might have a difference in
Sure.
opinion of that.
But the thing is, though, people who look at everything you say as the end all be all, they'll believe it. You see what I'm saying? And look what happens. We saw what happens. Look what happens. Like, people showed up. People showed up with bullhorns and got Candace and Don fired from their jobs without any credible information. You see what I'm saying?
That's a different monster.
It's bad, man.
That's a different monster.
No, it's not a different monster. It's the same fucking thing. It's the same fucking thing because somebody with a large platform spreading misinformation can get idiots like that fired up and end up doing something very, very, very damaging.
No, it's the
Ryan
same monster.
Upchurch ain't showing up at their job doing none of these things. You know what I'm saying?
No, what he's doing is he's spreading misinformation, and that could rouse certain people up. What I'm asking him humbly to do is use his platform more responsibly. That's all. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm not trying to attack the guy. I'm just saying, like, he could do a lot of good. I encourage him to do a lot of good.
What's really funny too is his chat. Like, his chat was full of people just saying nothing, but this is what they kept saying. The glare is a buzzkill. That was the theme of everyone in chat. The glare is a buzzkill. You know, because, you know, a missing little girl and the subject of a missing little girl, it's a party. You know what I mean? Like, it's a fun time, right?
If he wants to sit down and talk and I can go over all the facts with him, awesome.
And and by the way, anybody who supports this guy, fuck off too. Because you're idiots. You're all fucking morons. You all can kiss my ass.
I'd love to do that, but that's not what he did.
He
see what I'm saying?
gave what he thought might have happened. Like, every single, if you're going to get on that,
but that's irresponsible, man. That's all I'm saying is that's irresponsible. I call out not only him, but every other YouTuber that does that.
It's irresponsible. You win.
You don't agree?
I mean, I can't argue with you over it all night. I can't argue.
That's because you don't have a valid point. You don't have a valid point. You cannot argue with that fact. That is a fact. If you have a large platform and you spread misinformation, it is damaging to an investigation that is focused on finding a missing child. Period.
Argue with you over it all night. I'm just saying that everybody in this world is entitled to their opinion. I don't think what he did was irresponsible.
Sure.
I think in his mind, what he did, he was trying to help. You know what I'm saying?
I think he had the intention of helping. Yes.
You take somebody that has $1 million in their fucking bank account, drives a Lambo.
Now, it was after this conversation where I realized I speculated whether or not I think he had the best intentions or not. But now I'm to the conclusion where I don't believe that Ryan Upchurch had good intentions at all when it came to Summer Wells. None. Fuck him. I think he's a piece of shit.
Oh, he could be talking about anything in this world. It's amazing that he decided to talk about that and that he's into these things. And then when he voices his opinion on it, people shit on him. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to have somebody like him in the community. You know, he's an important person that has a big reach.
What community is he talking about?
That his
exactly.
Intentions were good for sure, but there are bad things that can happen from his actions, and that's what I'm saying. Because those bad things have been happening.
And for the record,
those bad things have been happening.
Yeah, it's not theory, dude.
Okay,
it's not theory. Okay, those bad things have been happening. Yes, people were calling me a trafficker in that chat too. I was like, what?
Sucks dick.
That's okay.
Throw that out there.
Yeah, I mean, you're entitled to your opinion as well. Sure.
I know. I had to throw that out there because I heard your Eddie Vedder speech and I just was.
What?
Okay, so all right, so you're aware of what I've been talking about anyway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Meaning
Yes.
you listen to my channel.
All right. I mean, yeah. I mean, but that's the truth, man. I mean, the fact is these are musicians.
It's not the truth.
You know,
That's your
is
thought
it
of the
so
truth.
hard?
It's
Is
totally
it
not
so
the truth.
hard to believe?
Everything
Is
that
it
man.
so
Hey,
hard?
hey, T Bros, shut the fuck up. Shut your stupid fucking mouth.
To believe that
he had
somebody
the
who's in the
right to
music
do it.
business is self-serving? You know,
You think
I
he
mean,
ain't,
is it so hard to
dude?
believe
Look,
that?
he ain't making no money off talking about Summer Wells.
No?
Ryan
He's
Upchurch
not?
right now he can scratch his balls and get 100,000 plays right now
Sure,
tonight.
sure, but you don't. But
He
you don't
can make
think,
a video and
you don't,
title it,
you
"I
don't
just
think,
scratched my balls, smell my fingers." That shit will do 100,000 plays. He's not monetized.
you don't think everybody talking about him talking about Summer Wells?
The naivety here is overwhelming. It really is. Like he's not monetized. He's doing everything out of the goodness of his heart. No, the guy's a musician. Everything that he does is in the interest of selling his records. Everything that this guy does publicly is in the interest of selling his records. That's it.
Just going to sell more records for him? Come on.
No, hell no.
What?
Most people
What?
in true crime in my channel
Are you
didn't even
kidding?
know who he was. You didn't know who he was.
Right, and now they
Right?
do. And
Okay.
now,
Yeah, stupid. I didn't know who he was. Now I do. A lot of people didn't know who the fuck he was. Now they do. What he ended up doing is building a bigger fan base in the Summer Wells missing person community. That's what he did. You fucking moron.
they do, don't they? That's my point. And
It
now they
has
do,
nothing to do with
dude.
that.
That is my point. It
Dude,
doesn't
sells
do
wanna
you
hear that.
understand
records,
this man
dude.
is a late night insomniac game, dude? He's no different than me.
No,
He's no different
no.
than me. But he has $1 million.
You
That's
obviously-
Dude, I've known professional musicians, people who make a living making music. Guess what? Every one of them that I've known were late night gamers because they don't have anything to do. I remember, so I was in this band. We were okay. And we got to open for this band called Poison the Well because our guitarist was good friends. A couple of people in my band were actually good friends and grew up with Jeffrey, the vocalist for Poison the Well. And when this was the first show that we got to play that was in like a semi big venue. It was it's called the Culture Room in Fort Lauderdale, right? So we played the Culture Room in Fort Lauderdale, and we're nervous as shit. And the most we did, okay, like those guys, we did a sound check. It took 10 minutes to do a sound check. We paid the sound guy that Poison the Well had to do our sound. So we did a sound check with him. And I remember sitting there with Jeffrey and he was like, you want to know what being a touring band is like? And I was like, sure. I was ready for some insight. And he's like, waiting. We're just waiting. This is all we do is wait all the time. This was before Candy Crush. This was before, you know what I mean? Like everybody had cell phones, but not everybody had like iPhones with all the apps on it and all that kind of shit. It was just, he was like, you just sit around and wait. That's all we do. The guitarist was sitting around like screwing with his guitar and messing around and making up new riffs. And, that's what he was doing. But like, yeah, these people have time. These people have time.
We have you have some sort of personal. This is what's really funny to me. Like everybody takes me stating these things as a personal attack. It's really ironic. It's strange. Like, what do you have invested personally? Did he write a song that you love and touched your heart Is that what's going on here?
I like a lot of his music.
Okay.
He's a great musician. Okay, a lot fucking better than Eddie Vedder. I can tell you that.
Then you're
that was the
biased.
worst shit in the whole damn grunge era, homie. I mean, that's just honest.
Now we're having two completely different conversations. Okay, I'm still focused on what's good for the Summer Wells case, and he's focused on the fact that I mentioned that I liked Eddie Vedder's music. He not even focused on the point that I was making when I brought it up, right? Not even focused on that. Yes, crude. We're gonna get to that. Yes.
Then you're biased.
No,
you're obviously
there's two
biased.
bands that came out there good.
And the reason, and Tack Attack, I agree with you. The reason why he's deflecting is because he doesn't have an argument. He knows I'm right. He knows I'm right.
Gordon, Alice in Chains, the rest of that shit.
I'm not going to get into a music
That's
debate.
fact.
Yeah, like I'm not going to sit here and talk about
into a music debate with you, man. I'm trying to stick
to
the topic here, which is summer. That's it. I'm not going to get into a music debate with you about grunge, dude. Come on.
I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. You like Eddie Vedder?
What a fucking moron this guy is. This guy is a jackass.
Okay, cool. I didn't know that they were in competition with each other.
I know. I'm just saying. You asked, was there a song that he made that I was invested in, that I think he was a decent person? I think that there was a real guy.
My point behind that was your bias. You're going to take his side because he touches your heart.
No, if he did something fucking wrong, I'd say he did something wrong.
Obviously not, because he is doing something wrong, and I explained clearly why it was wrong.
What you think is wrong. No, what you think is wrong is what you explain.
No, what the investigators who are charged with the responsibility of finding Summer think is wrong.
So they said nobody can come up here and say any. Who gives a fuck what they say? They can't tell people
spreading
what
misinformation is impeding in their investigation. They said that.
They also say don't run red lights, stop at stop signs.
Bye, Team Rose.
Don't jaywalk.
Oh, okay. What?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that they say those things.
So did anybody ever stop?
What does that have to do with what we're talking about?
Are you going to go around and tell everybody to stop? Are you going to go around personally and you're going to be to stop what you saying, police? Is that what you're going to do?
No. I'm saying use your platform more responsibly. Like he could actually help the investigation. He could, because he's popular enough to do so. That's all I'm saying. That's all. Okay. I'd be happy to get with him and do that. You know what I mean? I'd be happy to just behind the scenes, no clout, nothing. Just like, hey, contact me.
What if he don't like Pearl Jam?
And I will give you a timeline and I will share the facts with you. Absolutely.
What if he's anti-Eddie Vedder?
I don't care. That has nothing to do with Summer, does it?
What if he can't find a better man?
Cool, yeah. See, this guy doesn't give a shit about anything.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
All right, Claire. All right. Peace. Yeah. I don't agree with nothing he said.
Well, that's because you're a fucking moron.
I didn't want to argue with him. Things like that.
That's because you're stupid.
Be respectful to everybody. That man's entitled. He can say whatever the hell he wants to say. He's a grown ass man. I ain't gonna tell a grown ass. Well, and I did post. I posted the Ryan Upchurch video today, so that's I don't know what his deal is with the Upchurch
but I'm
stuff.
saying the night that you remember the actual night when he gave you the super chat, and then
yeah.
Okay, so the very next morning, I'm saying the glare, because like when I go on in the morning sometimes, because now I'm like addicted looking to see if you're doing
I didn't even know that Ryan Upchurch was on his channel until like 5 minutes before this live, till I stumbled onto this live. Like I didn't even know that Ryan Upchurch. I didn't even listen to it.
Morning and stuff like this is bad. Anyways, but I went on, like, if I go to home and I hit live, anyone who's live, like in this genre or whatever.
And I also didn't know what I'm about to hear right now.
And the glare was live, and it was all about Upchurch. And I just thought it was strange because, to be honest, I didn't know who he was until that $400 super chat. And I was like, hey, I got to subscribe to this guy because that's awesome that he's taking the time to come in. You know, he called you, and then he gave you $400. So
gave me $500.
That guy too.
Heck.
Or 500.
Hear that?
$499.99.
One more time.
I
Let's hear that one more time,
also
people.
Sent money to go towards like shipping costs or something for one of the giveaways.
Uh-huh.
I don't think you ever even saw that because because I always leave such long ass pardon my language. I always leave long messages.
You can't say the F-bomb.
Yeah, okay, but I
Declare didn't like me picking on Eddie better.
I didn't care that he was talking.
I didn't like
thought
him
that was
picking
good.
on
I was
Upchurch.
glad.
I didn't like him picking
Well,
on
you're
Upchurch.
so nice.
Right?
This is the thing is you're
God.
so sweet, and after that last group of whatever the pirates.
This is the mindset. Okay, he's just focused on kissing this guy's ass. It's incredible.
I say, after all that went down, I kind of feel like, I mean, I get heated now when people come after you. I'm like, wait a second, like, and yeah, I just got and the reason why, Dolly, is the night that happened when he gave you his 400 super chat and then called in.
No, but the thing about Glare was he was like, you know what I'm talking about. I was like, yeah, I seen this video, but I just never addressed that. I didn't say nothing. I wasn't going to say nothing about it.
This caller thought that he was given $400, but he has to correct this.
And I didn't address it.
Right. It's just weird that it happened the next day, like within like 4 hours from when you ended that show. Well, I just made up 4 hours, but I know.
Well, and I did post. I posted the Ryan Upchurch video today, so that's I don't know what his deal is with the Upchurch
but I'm
stuff.
saying the night that you remember the actual night when he gave you the super chat, and then okay, so the very next morning, I'm saying the glare is like when I go on in the morning sometimes, because now I'm like addicted looking to see if you're doing morning and stuff like. This is bad.
His callers are even idiots.
Anyways, but I went on, like if I go to home and I hit live, anyone who's live like in this genre or whatever, and the glare was live, and it was all about Upchurch, and I just thought it was strange because, to be honest, I didn't know who he was until that $400 super chat, and I was like, hey, I gotta subscribe to this guy because that's awesome that he's taking the time to come in. He called you.
See, and it's a question of integrity, man. So this guy has already like confirmed that Ryan Upchurch gave him a $500 super chat. Okay, this changed everything. It didn't change anything necessarily, but it definitely has influence over his opinion, because he's basically admitting that it has influence over his opinion. But what's really funny to me is it's a question of integrity. Now, I can't tell you how many times that I've had a super chat or a very generous one, by the way. I've had a super chat or right, exactly, Crude. This is the point I'm getting at. Or Crude has had a super chat, or Molly actually gave me 10 once too. But or Burnt Toast has had a super chat, and in the comment it's something that is completely something that they would disagree with, or I would disagree with, and and I'll call them out. I'll be like, yo, that was really, really generous of you. Thank you for that. But there's no way I'm going to let that comment slide. Sorry. Sorry. Because this isn't about that. This dude obviously is influenced. His opinions are influenced by people who show him support. And that's ridiculous. Because the reason why I get support is because, and at least I like to think so, is because no matter what, my opinion is going to be my opinion, and my convictions are going to be those convictions, period. And your super chats, although they are appreciated, they're not going to change my convictions or opinions. They're just not. They're just not. So the reason why people will give me a super chat generally is because they relate to the things that I'm saying. They appreciate the insight that I'm giving. And that insight is based on convictions that I have that I feel very strongly about. Tag Attack, I ain't going to drag you. You're awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, Burnt Toast, I saw that. I've seen it happen more than once on your channel. I do it. Anybody with conviction and believes in the shit that they're saying, that's what matters. Like, although super chats are appreciated, it's not what drives me to make my opinions and you know what I feel. Has nothing to do with it. This guy is a low down piece of shit. This guy sold his fucking soul for $500 minus 30%. Congratulations, jackass. Not only are you an idiot, but you're a fucking pussy too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You're welcome to come on my channel anytime and discuss that. Anytime. Fuck that. I'm done with that guy. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm really glad that you guys joined me today. I really appreciate it. And, and listening to me vent. But yeah, anyways, I love you guys very much. And we will do this again very soon, my